basically they would be targeting Iran, and let's not um, mince our words. They would launch missiles at a nation that hasn't attacked anyone in what's it 200 years since Iran and Georgia were at war, something like that. But basically, it hasn't attacked anyone recently, whereas America, Israel, and Saudi Arabia, you're hard pressed to find a country in the region which they haven't attacked. And as Mark said, the moderate left, if you want to identify them as that, are happy for Saudi Arabia and Likud to just keep chipping away at Iran and Tehran's allies. Basically, this manifests in Yemen and Syria, and even to an extent, Britain keep shoring up the Bahrain monarchy, because Britain have a base there, and they're just stopping the Shia populace overthrowing the Sunni monarchy, which just happens to be a Wahhabist and Zionist ally. And basically, this is what has happened in America. Basically, all those who have spoken out against Zionism over the years have got less airtime, and so the discourse has become a lot harsher. And basically, to get right-wing working class Republicans out to the polling stations, you have to talk tough, even if it's only bravado. They want to hear, yes, we're going to obliterate them with missiles, and that is what they'll pander to. And it, as I said, it comes out in the protective edge, pillar of defense, return and echo, cast lead, as the Zionists called it, whereas most normal human beings would call it genocidal slaughter. And they are happy with that, even if it means by the time the next president takes office, 22 trillion in the red for weapons and basically foreign aid to basically a welfare scrounger who is running a fascist regime in Palestine. That is what it's all about. Basically, the military, industrial, media and academic complex, the MEMAC. And basically, this is why there are still neoconservatives still wanting to militarily pressurize Tehran, because basically, if Iran is razed to the ground, they basically they don't care how many millions of people die, as long as they sell their weapons, their bombs, and their ammunition and the missiles. Their bank balance is good. It doesn't matter how many rivers of blood they create. They will just go for the money. So they'll back neoconservatives, they'll back Republicans, they'll back Democrats.
Okay, thank you.
If you're an independent and you say free Palestine,
no problem,
they will spend money on other candidates just to make sure you don't get in. And that is the bottom line.
No problem.
It was the same with Ukraine, and back in the next Nazist junta against Lugansk and Donetsk, and even shelling Russia. It might have provoked a war with Putin, and they would see that as a big payoff.
She'll be back soon. She just needs to just drink some water, and she'll be back.
A reaction from Putin, because basically they would have been able, as they did in the Arvand ruined war, basically sell to both sides and happily make money while women and children and men are slaughtered all over the world. Sorry to put it on a dreary note.
You already talked about the candidates of the presidency of the coming elections, but are there anything you would like to add about the candidates, the differences, ideologies?
Well, do you want me?
Or
Either of you. Mark, please
go ahead. Mark.
Okay. Okay. Well, as I said in with our very first question, all of the candidates at this point, except for Trump, okay, and I will make that qualification. And just so that you understand, I don't support Trump. I don't like him. I think that he is representative of so much of what is wrong with America politically, culturally, and everything else. But Trump is the only one who is not bowing down before Israel. Now, he has made statements in the past. He says, oh, I love Benjamin Netanyahu and this and that. But when he stood up, when he gave a speech at a very, very powerful Zionist organization just about 2 months ago, and he said, I know why you won't support me, because I don't want your money. And you want a politician you can control. Now, Trump, because he is independently wealthy, because he has done business with these people for decades, he knows how they operate, he knows how they do business and all of the rest of that. He is the only one who, at this moment, is beyond their reach. All of the others, Bush, Rubio, Cruz, Clinton, Sanders, they all, it's like all the 5 fingers on my hand, okay, or even the fingers on both hands. You know, they're independent, okay, but they're all part.
They're all together.
Yes. So no matter who wins, Israel wins, okay, unless Trump wins. If Trump wins, I believe that he is going to cause them some problems. He has come out being against the war with Iraq. He doesn't want war with Russia. He wants to keep Assad in power. So in a superficial way, he is making noises that is making the organized Jewish lobby in America very, very nervous. If you were here in the United States and you could see the media coverage, I mean, they even got the Pope to go against him yesterday, okay? They are out to destroy him politically, because he has made it clear that if he does become president, it's going to be a completely different thing. Now, my personal theory is that if they cannot kill him politically, they're going to kill him physically, that they will assassinate him. They'll blame it on a Muslim who's angry over his statements. They'll blame it on an Iranian. Okay, how better to galvanize the American people against Iran and in support of somebody such as Rubio than to have an Iranian Muslim kill Donald Trump. So, you know, I wish I could give a better prognosis about things, but you know, the ugly truth about it is that we're in a very, very dangerous situation, not just in the United States, but the entire world, because we have a group of people represented by somebody such as Benjamin Netanyahu, who literally are in the grips of a form of severe mental illness. And as Mikhail said earlier when referencing the military industrial complex, they don't care how many people get killed as long as they're profiting from it. Well, when we're talking about Israel and we're talking about the Zionists, and this is really, I think, the biggest catastrophe of Zionism, is that people failed to understand that at its heart it is a very aggressive, very messianic mindset. It's not just holding on to this little piece of land between, on the eastern shores of the Mediterranean. It is a global, transnational way of thinking, and the people who are behind this this is the moment that they have been waiting for, literally for thousands of years, and nothing is going to get in their way of them achieving what they believe God